Lyndal Curtis from ABC News 24. Mr Abbott, one of the things you have done in your time as opposition leader is effectively set up a new model for opposition, being relentlessly campaigning against the government on a daily basis in factories and shops around the nation, and also opposing many of the government's major policies. And now most of us who are parents would know the dangers of setting precedents that our children then used against us. Mm-hmm. Have you thought how you would handle it if you were in government and you faced an opposition like you've led?
Well, Lyndal, thanks for the question, and I take it as a compliment. The reason why I have spent much time opposing is because the government has given us much to oppose. The more mistakes the government makes, the more ammunition an opposition has got. And this government has made mistake after mistake after mistake, whether it's been the incompetence, the waste, the broken promises, the breach of trust. There's just been, to use military terminology, a target-rich environment. That's what there's been. I think what happens in the future depends very much on how the government of the day goes. And if the government of the day is competent and trustworthy, if the government of the day under-promises and over-delivers, as I trust any incoming coalition government would, well then I suspect the opposition of that time will need to run on its own merits rather than on the demerits of the government of the day. Having said all of that, we have had a lot that's positive to say. I know my paid parental leave scheme, the Coalition's paid parental leave scheme, has attracted a lot of flack. But this is a watershed social reform. It's a very important economic reform because, Lyndal, I want every Australian woman in the workforce to have access to the same kind of paid parental scheme that you have as someone who works for the ABC.